Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review for Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 9, episode 16. The truth will set you off. Not set you free, set you off. This episode comes on with Mia claiming that she didn't know that G had gotten a paternity test on Jeremiah and she didn't have the results. So, I didn't know who the father was. I wasn't sure. She's doing all that little mess. Stacy is feeling like Karen was mean girl for doing this ambush on her. If you're going to come to her about her daughter, you need to come to her and not to the group. Everybody else is just like, Mia has lied to this group repeatedly. She's told us so many daggone stories, like, we got to address it with the group because you always address it with the group. So Stacy is the only one over there for Mia. Wendy goes over there, tries to be like, hey, Karen is just wondering this, and if you're going to be over here, you're going to be over there. If you're going to be over here, you're going to be over here. And Stacy was like, no, I'm with Mia. And Mia is constantly deflecting, but she's over it. They're over her, and she just goes ahead and leaves. I was surprised that Jacqueline didn't leave with her. I said, not Bestie gonna stay with the ops. She's such a cloud chaser. Jacqueline is just here for some camera time. She knows exactly what she's doing when she outs Mia every time she opens her mouth. And I think it's hilarious. Get your lick back, girl. Get your lick back. So she's venting to Stacy, and what is this? Oh, yep, she ended up leaving. We see Jassy for a hot second, y'all. Remember, they was like, oh, Jassy's coming too. We see Jassy get there. We can barely even see what she has on, baby. And then it looks like they cutting her out of all the clips. I said, dang, what did she do to get so heavily edited out of the second part of the season? It's just really crazy because she was supposed to be friend of. Didn't she start off as friend of? And Kay was just around. Crazy. So, on to Ashley's performance, y'all. Ashley got like a little cup or something in there so that she can have a print for this drag king show, y'all. She got to feel manly, okay? This performance was something else. That's the 30-minute timer? No, that's probably his workout timer. I hope y'all can hear him in the hallway. He got his little thing. This performance was crazy, y'all. We see all the other little drag kings go first, and then Ashley, or should I say Ash Top, was Ash Top for Ash Ton of P? Whatever. Ash Top comes out looking like, sweet dreams are made of this. Why was she looking like that? Who am I to disagree? And she was on speed with it. She was just going crazy. I was like, what is happening here? And they're like, whoa, go Ashley. And I'm just like, whoa, what is happening? Okay, I'm in the corner with Uncle Lump. Uncle Lump like, what's happening? Yay. She pulls Karen up on stage and she gives a little lap dance and she unleashes those kitties, those girls, y'all. She unleashes the girls. What's her girl's name? I think she's Denim and Diamond. She unleashed Denim and Diamond, child. I was so weak. And she had the pasties on and she was... Uncle Lump was over there embarrassed. I was with Uncle Lump like, what's going? But Mama Sheila, she's so with it. She out there throwing money on her baby. She's so happy to see her daughter liberated in this way. Good for her. Good for her. When they finish, Karen is just like, yeah, Ashley, after that, I'm going to take you from Jacqueline. After that, you mine from Jacqueline. I said, oh, Lord. Now you taking her from Jacqueline. They so messy, y'all. And then they update Ashley about Mia getting caught up in the lie about the paternity. No, you lied, she lied. So that was the moment that we saw at the previews where I thought that Mia was going to be there and they was going to be arguing. But no, she was reacting to Mia being a liar, okay? Because that's what she be doing. Ashley's flabbergasted. Everybody's like, girl, that happened. She said, oh, this was happening while I'm manified? They were like, girl, yeah, all this happening while you manified, child. Like, a mess. Next, we see these fools, Ink and Mia. He tells Mia that G texted him about the paternity test. Like, here you go, he mine going on somewhere, bruh. Essentially. Ink says he doesn't believe that. Ink don't believe he did it. He feel like this fake. Mia's just like, I mean, there are results in my inbox. And he's like, he could have just swapped Jeremiah twice. What is it? And so Mia is mad that he went behind their back. That's his son. What do you mean? If he wondering about the paternity, why do he have to wait for y'all to stop playing with TV? Yeah, let's go figure it out. Let's go figure it out. And he feels like G is stepping out of line. I said, huh? That's his wife and his child. How is he stepping out of line when it's anything that has to pertain to either one of them? He said that y'all are operating without boundaries. Clearly, the fact that you're even in the picture means that they have no boundaries, okay? They are still married. Dang, they're living together. So yeah, you're the no boundaries, sir. He says, I want to call him and ask him this. So she's like, okay, so you want to call him? Why does everything we do have to revolve around him? Why we gotta check in with him? She said, you just said you wanted to call him. Ink is interesting, okay? But that's their foolery for this episode. Stacy, she's doing this fundraising event with a dog shelter. She invites Ashley out to come pick out some of the dogs. Her and Ashley have been bonding over going through public divorces and just really, trying to pick up the pieces of their life with their children. Ashley's telling her, yep, we went through the mediation. We done did this and did that. Now we just got to file the paperwork. And we got to decide if it's going to be the spicy set of paperwork or the vanilla side of the paperwork. The vanilla side is like, oh, irreconcilable differences. And, we just couldn't figure it out. Spicy is like, here go the photos, here go the blogs that caught him in the hotel, here go the people that outed him, here's the things that I found, here go the dildo I found that said he like 6 inches in the booty. That's the spicy version of the proceedings. I said, girl, we already know half the spicy, just go on, give it to us. But no, for the sake of the children, I hope that they don't go spicy, but Ashley will sell her life for $1. So, hey, if giving the spicy version of this keeps her and Mama Sheila in their house a few years longer, them boys already understand. They daddy done already embarrassed them on TV enough. Like, what's a little bit more? But, so Stacey tells Ashley how she waived child support. There's just not a need because he already takes care of everything for Arabella. So I really don't feel a need to put him on child support. So I waived it. Ashley's just like, girl, what? What if he gets remarried? What if this? What if that? She said, well, even if he gets remarried, Arabella will always be his daughter. Ashley's just worried, like, girl, essentially, you don't have the job you have no more. But I'm like, she a housewife. But Ashley's like, girl, this check ain't promised, honey. You can be here today, gone tomorrow. You better get that child support so you can take care of your child in case you wind up unemployed. Like, don't be out here being a dummy, okay? Read them papers and truly think about this stuff before you sign. Don't be like me. Stacey swears she's good. I know my husband. I know our marriage. I know how he feels about us and Arabella. All right, girl, can't nobody tell you nothing, baby. Nobody can tell you nothing. I guess that cornbread done. So I hear him clanking in that bowl with his soup. He love a good soup. Sweet potatoes, a can of like a tri-bean blend. Things like kidney bean, pinto beans, black beans, or something like that. Tri-bean blend, kale, veggie broth, marinara, seasoning. He vegan. So made some little vegan cornbread for him. He up there enjoying it. He done had about 3 bowls already. So next we see Kiana and Greg, I'm so tired of them. Please leave this man wherever you found him, my baby. She's in the car with him and she's like, yeah, we just need a reset. It's been overwhelming. And she's trying to have a serious conversation with him, knowing that he doesn't want to film. So this is where I'm irritated, because he has discussed, you've discussed to us at length that he does not want to film. He does not like you filming. So I can only imagine how many arguments you've had about it if you told us this, made it to us as many times as it has. So the fact that she's even bringing this conversation up is like, Kiana, are you trying to get him to break up with you to make it easier? Because why would you even poke the bear when you know he does not want to have this serious conversation on camera? It was super annoying. She knows that she's not being as compromising because she wants change out of the relationship. That's why I said she must want him to just go break it off with her and, you know, break her heart easy, because she just gonna hang on and make it hard, okay? They go into this restaurant and he tells her that she needs to go with the flow and calm the F down. Baby, I know your ugly ass ain't talking to her like that. Excuse me? Not your toes wearing out in public ass social working ass nigga with that little starter Gucci belt and stuff. I was so upset at him talking to her like that, because baby, you can't cuss at me. I don't care if you're not calling me a name. You can't cuss at me in argument. That's just a level of anger my man don't need to get. And he don't. And I wouldn't deal with this from Greg. And she was shook. Like, she was just kind of like stuck, froze for a minute. And I was just like, oh, and this is happening in public at that. It was just so sad to see, basically. I think I'm going to put a light back here. Yeah, I have some uplight. I think I'm going to put a light back here. Each corner or just one in the middle? I'll try it out. Where we at with it? Stacy and Vivian. Stacy is at Vivian's boutique. She invites the girls out to get dressed for the event. Karen is not coming to the event because she's still salty about how Stacy was over there on Mia's side. I said, okay. Giselle comes in and she's like, you didn't even ask us to be a part of this event. You just told us to be here. I didn't even think you liked Charity. They said, what? Why would she like Charity, Giselle? Because she came to my event and she didn't even donate. Stacey's like, you threw me out, girl. How was I going to donate? Giselle is in her confession like, it's been 2 GNA events and she hasn't donated to either. I don't even know how she sleeps at night. I'm sorry. Even though she's being petty in her mean girl, like in her light mean girl bag, like sorority girl mean girl bag, I like this Giselle still because it's so funny. Like, haze her a little bit, especially knowing how Stacy is now. Like, she's not so sweet and innocent and gullible as she portrayed herself to be, you know, purposely coming off so dense in the beginning. And then it's like, as the season went on, we started seeing, you know, she a little shady. She can get with the girls. You know what I mean? Her being here ain't, you know, just some random occurrence. She can get with the girls, okay? As far as the shade goes, as far as the messiness goes. So, where we at? Giselle's still going off about this. You didn't donate to my charity. And how you know I'm not allergic to dogs? And I don't want to do this. How you know I ain't never got bit by a dog? They just looking at her like, girl. Giselle's still going on. She feels like Stacy should have checked in with Karen because she's at Vivian's boutique and they all know Vivian through Karen. Stacy lets her know, baby, I've been knew Vivian longer than I've known Karen, so no, I don't have to check in with nobody to come do business with my friend, period. Period. We see a little scene where Wendy is with Eddie. I need one of those shirts that say Got Eddie's. I said, ooh, I want to try some Happy Eddie. So he tells her that he just got a call about the show. She's doing the 2nd season of The Wendy Show. And she's going to go to the White House. That's what he's telling her. She's going to interview the press secretary. She's very excited. What she's going to give, a blonde, a auburn, a bayang. She don't know what she's going to give, right? We see Stacy and Mia meet up for a tea session, y'all, okay? This is Mia's last-ditch effort at having an ally to badmouth Gordon to, okay? She's so pathetic. It's ridiculous. So they talk about Karen and how she's so flawed and she ain't right, and she told me to avoid you because you are not of Potomac, Mia. Is it Potomac to smash your car into a tree? Is it Potomac to get multiple DUIs? Because I didn't do any of that. Is that Potomac, Karen? How am I not of Potomac? And Stacey's like, yeah, she talked about Wendy too. She said Wendy is totally self-absorbed and I just shouldn't trust her. Just don't trust Wendy. Meanwhile, Wendy is over there talking about how she wants to take some of her friends to the White House and she wants to take Karen. Her and Karen have come so far in their relationship, and Karen took her to Surrey County when she was getting the key ceremony, the key to the city. So she wanted to take Karen to this White House experience with her. I said, oh my gosh. Karen is who we think, and Giselle still is, as far as the colorism go. It's just Karen is old school, so she hides it a lot better. But Karen is, it took me back to when Candace was saying how Karen was going to production, saying that Candace needs to go, she needs to be fired, she needs to be dealt with. Because it was Karen and Giselle, but they only really focused on Giselle going to production. But Karen be right there with the alleged colorism, acts as well. Okay, so yeah, this is what we finding out, y'all. And Mia is like, does Wendy know this? Does Wendy know that Karen's been talking about her like that? She's like, no, she stands up for Wendy all the time. And they show a montage of clips all season where anybody's utter Karen name and Wendy is like, if she ain't here to defend herself, we gonna cut it out until she is. Karen did this and that ain't that, so don't even try to fool with her like that. She been 10 toes down for Karen while Karen's still out here slandering her name, talking about she's self-absorbed. It was so wild because it's like, Karen, Grandon, babe, you're the one that's self-absorbed, okay? Thomas Jefferson's concubine, like, girl, she's delusional. So Mia is like, that's crazy that Karen would say that. Like, Wendy is a girl's girl. And that's wild for Mia to say, because it's like, you're the one who assaulted Wendy. But you can still say that, oh yeah, Wendy is a nice person. She is a girl's girl. Why would Karen say that she's totally self-absorbed and you can't trust her? And Stacey's like, yeah, I've gotten to know Wendy and I really like her. And yeah, girl, I feel bad. Wendy, po Wendy boo. But that's what had happened, child. And while we're here, let's talk about these trailers, because we see for next week that, well, for today, today's episode is going to be the finale, and this is when the dogs is pooping all over the place and they screaming. Ah, ah. I'm like, it's not like the poop is shooting at you. You don't have to scream about it. Just avoid the dogs and the poop and so we gonna see. That's probably like gonna be the highlight of the finale, huh? This episode, this season has been meh. It's been B-, C+-ish. So the reunion though, the reunion trailer looks better than the entire season. The girls ate. Giselle even looked good at a reunion. Baby, have we ever seen that? Have we ever seen Giselle eat a reunion look? Okay. I was floored. They said Giselle, I don't know if people were just talking, but they said Giselle must have used Wendy's stylist because Wendy ate too. They were the top two. But I think I'm going to do that when I do the reunion, like review the looks then. But Eddie and Wendy, this was Wendy's It Girl season, because she's not the girl that runs around and gives herself, oh, I'm the grand dame, I'm this. She's not trying to market herself as this. Yes, she calls herself like the Godiva goddess. That's just some little silly thing she play around with herself. She's not trying to make other people call her this, right? But the wealth and the luxury and the housewifeness that came of this season was all Wendy. It's a fly in here, y'all. I opened the window to air it out, and it's a fly that's just in here tossing me. He been chilling this whole time, but now he want to try to pop around and play and stuff. But where we at with it? Wendy, she's been the it girl of this season. She brings the luxury, she brings the housewifeness that we want to see on these shows. And she is giving, and this is my fan fiction mind, right? Wendy was sitting up like, oh my God, this season is just not reading well. They cut out some good parts. We need a splash. My It Girl season cannot be a flop, right? And Eddie said, what you need me to do, babe? What you need me to do? And Eddie got on that phone with TJ and got some tea, baby. And I can't wait for the reunion for that. And then we saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. It looks so stale. I hope that that's not how the season go. I hope there's more to it, because that just looked like, oh, we introducing the girls and then we're going to show you why Kenya got herself fired. We want more. That's not enough. It didn't give. It does not make me excited to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. When is it coming? In March? I think March, a month from now. And so we got pretty much a month of reunions for this show. Will have probably 3 parts, so episodes up until the end, and then I don't know how many episodes we get of Married to Medicine, but we shall see, y'all. But until next time, soon enough, tomorrow I'm gonna do Sisters. I ain't got time to do it today. I gotta pick my baby up. We going to the Children's Museum. Y'all have a good one. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you thought about this episode and this review. Rate this season. What y'all giving it on a scale of 1 to 10? Like I said, it's giving like a 7.5, something like that. All right, bye.